Alright, so today's video is going to be a little different. It's like a yappy video combined with a commentary video, and it's talking about a whole bunch of companies. And it's kind of like, I've wanted to talk about this for a while, and a lot of people have talked about it in the past, but why can't companies just be normal? Why can't they just enjoy having a fan base or enjoy getting money? Why do they have to be malicious almost all the time? There's companies that do good things, but there's at this like feeding the homeless or building projects that can help protect us in future, blah blah blah, future events. NASA with all that blah blah blah, space exploration. But at the same time, there's so much other big companies like Apple. I forgot what the developers of Call of Duty are called. I know there's someone, but I don't remember who they are. That's my bad. So I'm just gonna call them Call of Duty for the rest of the video. But their situation's kind of crazy. And then we also are gonna talk about the Disney thing, because we have both the beginning and the ending that I can explain for that whole thing. So first off, let's start with the Apple one, because this one's been the thing for the longest of times. And that is that Apple, it doesn't like when other people use different things besides Apple. Like if you don't use Apple, they're pretty mad at you, and they literally, like, there's some limitations between Apple and like Android or anything else. The green bubble dilemma. We all know the green bubble dilemma. Like me personally, I use an iPhone. I'm fine with it. So are my Android friends are fine with doing that. I like both. I've used both. Both are good. But like, you can't just say no. You can't communicate with these people because they have not our phone. If no phone us, then no communication you. See, I don't know why I explained it like that, but that's probably how a lot of Apple employees speak. No, just kidding. But yeah, I have a lot of friends in my group chat, because I have a lot of people in my group in one of my group chats that have Androids, and it's not too difficult, but it's just like, you don't have to make it harder to do. You don't have to make a communication the thing that a phone was originally intended to do. You can't make that just harder. That's kind of not a cool thing to do. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just got an important email from PlayStation. It's alright. It was just saying that there's a terms of service update, and I was like, oh no. It said my account needed action, so I had to make sure I checked through it to make sure that I didn't get hacked or something. It's alright. Okay, anyways, back into this whole thing. By the way, the gameplay, credits to Gaming Penguin, which I'll have in the description. I don't know why I would have to credit someone for gameplay, but yeah, I'm going to put them in the description. I'm going to put them in the rest of my videos, because I've been using his gameplay a lot because he wants me to. It's kind of our new schedule thing. And then another one of my friends called Binge Studios does thumbnails, or they're planning to. Right now, I'm still making the thumbnails. But pretty soon we're sitting that whole thing in. Alright, back into the whole video thing. So the actual U.S. government got involved in that whole Apple thing. They started a lawsuit against them saying that you can't do that. That no nice. You can't just make people communicate, do. They need to do that with a phone. That's what a phone's for. So like if most of your family uses Apple and you use like a Samsung or something, it's going to be harder for you to communicate with the rest of your family just because you have that device. All right, so moving on to the next one. This one's probably the wildest. Not probably. It's definitely the wildest one. Sure, Apple affects the most people, but this is the wildest one. So we all know. So basically, Disney. So there was this couple that was at I think it was either Disneyland or Disney World, whichever one of the two, and this guy as a girlfriend said that she had an allergy of lactose, so most dairy products, and peanuts and stuff like that, tree nuts, that. And, those are pretty bad allergies, And then they strictly told that, right? They told that to Disney. And then after that, even when she asked, none of that, you can't have that, please, I can't eat that kind of stuff, right? They gave her the food, and they said that they agreed to the whole, okay, we won't get you anything with any tree nuts, or lactose in it. And can you guess what they put in the meal? Can you guess what they put in the meal? Put your guesses in the comments. That's right. They put, I think it was peanuts or tree nuts or something into the meal, meaning that she actually got, I think it was, what is it again? The thing where your throat kind of closes up and it's hard to breathe. That one is what I think it was. Uh, Whatever it is, it's like you can't breathe and all that. That happened. Let me search up the name. I think I can remember it, but I gotta remember. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's like, what is. Yeah, never mind. We'll figure it out later. I'll put it in the comments, or I could put it on screen now, depending on the whole thing. But yeah, basically they did that. They put tree nuts into someone's meal who was severely allergic to it after they told them. Like, it wasn't just a miscommunication thing. They just put something in there that they shouldn't have, which, and then, she did die from that, which is pretty tragic. I feel bad for the man. So, he tried to sue, right? And here's when things get crazy. Here's the crazy part. So when he tried to sue Disney, for basically killing his wife, you know what they said? They said, well, actually, if you read the terms of service of Disney Plus, it said that you can't bring us to court or something like that. And you know how he was signed up to Disney Plus? In 2019, 5 years ago, that's half a decade ago, they literally signed up for a free trial. They didn't even buy anything. They just signed up for a free trial, maybe to watch, like, I don't know, a Marvel movie, The Simpsons, something like that. I don't even know if The Simpsons was on there in 2019. Still, like, they had that whole thing set up. They got a free trial, right? And they bought it and they used it for like a week. And then now Disney was just immune to the entire thing. But guys, don't worry. There is a good ending to this. There's the W ending, and that is that um, Disney did eventually, like they said, that you can't do that. Actually, the amount of hate they got, they just wanted to be the better people and just get rid of that whole thing themselves. So that wasn't a problem, and they could bring it to court. But the real reason is because of the amount of backlash they could have got from this if they went through with it. I don't think they thought that anyone would realize it, but that's really why they did it. And let's be honest, if you don't think that, you probably don't know Disney much. Honestly, like, Disney is known for that kind of stuff. So on to the last situation is the Call of Duty one, which is probably the second craziest because Apple's been a thing for a while and it's not too much of a problem. But this one, it was just kind of greedy, honestly. So basically, I'm going to explain it quite quickly so I have enough time to outro, since this only has a minute and a half of gameplay left. But basically, what happened was you know, so there was this mod, and it was like a multiplayer mod for a game that didn't have multiplayer, or not good multiplayer. And a lot of people were excited for it. They got to play a Call of Duty game with their friends. They got to chill and play games like after school or after work or whatever. You know, and they got to chill and do it with their friends. So they thought the mod was cool. It was a big project that took a long time to make, and then they was releasing in a day. And do you want to know what Call of Duty did? The Call of Duty, like the makers of Call of Duty, the developers of Call of Duty, shut it down the day before it came out. You know what that means? They literally got all of the sales, all of the money, everything that they could have got from that right before it released so no one could use it. They got all of the sales, all of that, because a lot of people bought it for that purpose, because they're like, a Call of Duty game to play with my friends, that's pretty cool. They shut it down a day before it came out, getting all the rewards, everything from that directly to them without them getting any reward for doing that, without them getting what they wanted. So I know today's video was kind of a weird sort of commentary yap video. I don't know if you guys like this style. If you do, let me know, because it's quite interesting. I'm trying to test a whole bunch of different kinds of styles. Next video I think is gonna be probably either a story time or something. I have a lot of ideas. Like blah 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 blah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking, subscribing. It helps in the algorithm. I don't really like saying that, but still, it really supports me. I have a lot of cool projects and videos coming out pretty soon. Today's was just kind of another yappy one. I will see you next time, and on one side is my Yap channel, and one side is my commentary channel, since those are both related to this video, and then the other side is some other videos from my channel.